Assalamu alaikum students and a very good morning to all of you. This is your teacher Miss Azmana and I'm here with your English week 12 home task. Students, today we are going to begin with another unit, unit 7. Very interesting, around the world. Let's begin. Now students, before your eyes, what do you see around the world? There is a man on your left picture or your left side of the slide experimenting with something, trying to find something new or maybe trying to invent some chemical or element in the world of science. He might make a revolution, right? This is the curiosity of a man that we are going to talk about. How the curiosity of a man has led him to space exploration, to finding the mystery of the pyramids, to finding the insanity of dinosaurs, and how the explorers around the world have reached the sky just because of their curiosity. They were able to travel around the world and brought everything close together. Now every person knows maybe everything around the world, what is happening around the world, and what is the new discovery, the invention. So, students, today's unit is basically the result of the curiosity of the men around the world, what things they were able to discover because of their curiosity. Let's learn. Now, students, what are we going to read now? How the curiosity of men led them to places. Now let's see. We are human beings and known for our curiosity. Human curiosity makes us restless and our urge to explore never stops. History records the past, but it has forgotten the day when man started his journey of exploration. We can only guess that there was a time when a man living in one part of the world was unaware of the people living in other parts. Do you remember? I don't remember. He had limited knowledge of his surroundings. He had a challenge to climb the highest mountains. He had a passion to cross the hottest deserts and sail the widest seas. He had a will to discover the secrets of dark forests, the price of treasures buried in the earth, the marvelous nature of sea creatures, and above all, he was determined to set foot on the surface of the moon. At first, the traveling and exploration had close relationship with each other. It means the more people traveled, the more exploration was possible. The explorers materialized their passion for exploration through traveling. So we can see that traveling was the key to know the whole world. At first, the traveling started on both routes of land and sea. About 6,000 years ago, the ancient Egyptians made voyages down the Red Sea. The Phoenicians became great sailors of the Mediterranean. Now, students, I'm going to explain you the meanings of the words that we have read. Curiosity means spirit of inquiry. Urge means force or suggest. Unaware means ignorant. Passion, strong emotions. Marvelous means causing wonder. Exploration means action of knowing unfamiliar areas. Voyages means journeys through seas. Phoenicians means people who dominated trade of ancient world. Mediterranean is the name of the famous sea. Ancient means extremely old. Alright, students, let's get to another paragraph telling us about the traveling and exploration of men. Meanwhile, the Chinese and Romans started to know each other. Preaching of religion and expansion of trade had been two important motives of land journeys and sea voyages. Now, let me tell you, students, journeys are done through lands and voyages are for sea. It's a sea traveling. Salt routes remind the nature of such contacts. The great Muslim traveler Ibn Battuta was perhaps the first explorer of the large parts of the known world of that time. Let me tell you, students, that Ibn Battuta was a famous record keeper. He used to keep the record of the new kings and old kings, their adventures and their advents, we can say the way they conquered areas and the way they fought the battle and the results of the battle, whatever used to be going on at that time in the palaces. He was a very good record keeper. He was famous around the world. He traveled about 100,000 kilometers and received a sympathetic welcome everywhere. Now, students, before I continue, I'm gonna explain you the words and their meanings. Preaching means delivering sermons. Expansion means increasing or widening. Motives, reasons. Route, way of course. Perhaps, maybe. Pilgrimage, sacred journey, or we can say Hajj. Sympathetic, expressing sympathy. Now, students, let's continue where we stopped. The Muslims' love for traveling and their tradition of the traveling to Mecca to perform the duty of pilgrimage, that is Hajj, may be its cause. His travelogue provided information regarding the culture, climate, and the government of the places that he visited. Italian Marco Polo's Adventures Journey to the Land of China is another instance means example, of human love for exploration and journey. Let's continue. The means of transport of these and other explorers led the way to learn more and invent better vehicles. The scientific discoveries enabled man to live down into the sea and fly into the air. In other words, we can say that it was science that was responsible for we in the air or we on the road. Sir Edmund Hillary captured the highest peak, Mount Everest, in the Himalayas. A Russian astronaut, Yuri Gagarin, gathered his courage to be a first space traveler, while Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin, two American astronauts, set foot on the surface of the moon on July 20th, 1969. That was just the beginning of a journey from Earth to space, or towards a new world. Now, a number of space stations have been established, and from these space stations, space probes are sent to find out more about farther regions of the space. So, you see, students, how from just a single small vehicle we have traveled to the space. Let's look at the words and the meanings. Travelogue, a book about places. Transport, it means the mean of or the means of carrying people. Enabled, permit. Captured, conquered. Astronaut, person trained to travel in spacecraft. Space probes, instruments used for exploring any part of body. Now students, let's talk about the functions of satellites. What is satellite? Satellite is a machine that orbits the planet or star. Many satellites move around the Earth and provide accurate photographs. These photographs help scientists to map the world's most remote regions, to look for mineral resources, and to track the spread of pollution and crop diseases. The satellite stations have also played a great role in the revolution of communication. The world has turned into a global village, and a man sitting millions of miles away can contact with others by dialing some digital numbers on his cell phones or telephone. With the help of these satellites, radio and television programs can be listened or watched across the world. Such discoveries and inventions have changed the nature of exploration. It's not so marvelous to set an adventure to explore the remote part of the world because the use of science and technology has made the far distant places very familiar. The rapid change of information, the availability of exceedingly speedy means of transportation, the systematic study of the nature and expansion of exploration call for new kinds of explorers. Now, an explorer has no worries to travel on dangerous routes. His job has converted from an explorer of wonders to the fact finder of the universe. Satellite, a machine that orbits the planet or star. Accurate, exact. Remote regions, difficult areas. Revolution, a huge change. Communication, exchanging information. Global village, a world considered as a single community. Familiar, known. Thank you very much, students. I hope you understood the lesson. Please read it carefully and we can discuss that in our class. Thank you.